Hello, and thank you for tuning in. We'll get started here in a moment. What's going on, CO? That is exactly, that is exactly, yeah, rabbits. That's exactly, yeah, uh-huh, yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in, okay? You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is NEHRU. We're going to get into another psychic investigation reading. We're going to get confirmations on what's going on for your journey, confirmations, those of you tuning in. We're going to get confirmations for the investigators tuning in all around the world. We're going to get confirmations for the karmic ass motherfuckers. Okay? We are going to get confirmations for all of them. Okay? Um, I have recently I've had to block several via email. I've had to block several karmic individuals. Okay, several karmic individuals. Okay, via email. Some of them lied. Okay, about them wanting to have an esoteric conversation with me. Okay. Um, One of them lied and said that they don't have an email address, okay? When in fact, you can't have a YouTube account without an email address, okay? Another individual, his name was Harold, okay? Had to block him recently. Had to block an Alexis. You've heard me mention Alexis. You've seen her in this room, okay? Alexis, okay? Turned out to be a karmic ass, okay? Williams, the name Williams, turned out to be a karmic ass, okay? So, they exist, and I'm getting in all realms, facets, and dimensions. They exist, collective, okay? So, stay alert, stay alive, okay? Stay alert, stay alive, okay? I have enjoyed my day. Again, for those of you who do not know, I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Okay. On top of the stack, we have a Spanish speaker, Calvin, Kelsey, and Kingsley. Okay, a Spanish speaker, and Calvin, Kelsey, and Kingsley. Okay, Kingsley. All right. Also got a confirmation earlier today on the name Paisley. Got a confirmation today on the name Paisley. Paisley. Okay. Feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. Okay. Feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. I like to know that. I did not write down our newest public subscribers this time before coming on live. Okay. But next live, I will be giving a shout out. Okay. We are also going to be doing a live cord cutting. Okay. We are going to be doing a live cord cutting. And that is going to be on Friday. Okay. Friday morning. Okay. And so at 11 o'clock. Friday morning at 11 o'clock. And so if you are wanting to cut cords from others who you know you need to cut cords from, or you know you are having difficulty cutting cords from, or what have you, okay, you may want to tune in for that. If you do want to participate in that, I encourage you to have with you a piece of paper, something to write with, a pair of scissors, okay, or a lighter, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Before we get started into the tarot and tarot messages, I am going to shuffle the Egyptian deity stack here, okay, cards, and we're going to see what Egyptian deity is out here helping us, okay, at this time to reveal the truths here. Investigators, welcome in. CIA, DEA, FBI, welcome in. Those of you who are tuning in for the first time, and for the karmics in the back, hello, Omega, what's up? Hope you're doing well, okay? What's up, Renee, to the karmics in the back, okay, who come on this channel, I was going to say on this show, who come on this channel, okay, and they have comments about the way that I look, okay, or they have comments, okay, about me not wearing a shirt, okay? This is my fucking channel, and I can wear whatever I want to wear, okay? You don't tell the person at the beach to put a shirt on, okay? You don't tell them to put a shirt on. The person walking down the street, you're not offended by them when they don't have a shirt on, okay? So why would you be offended by me not having a shirt on, okay? So to all those dumbasses, okay, I won't even address you. I'll just simply record your handle, and after this live is done, I will block you from the channel. So moving forward for the rest of your natural life, you will not be able to find me on YouTube, okay, under that handle, whatever that happens to be, okay? I thank you. Thanks. All right. And I don't do this for looks, okay? First of all, again, I'm in Ho Chi Minh City, okay? And it's 90 degrees every day, at least 90 degrees every day, okay? So most of the men here, okay, inside their house, inside wherever they are, they don't have shirts on. So most of the men here do not wear shirts on inside, okay? And many of them walk around outside without a shirt. So again, to all the karmic asses out there, okay? Yeah. All right. So, Most High Divine Source, okay? What is it that you would like to reveal to us, and which Egyptian deity or deities, okay, are helping us with the revealing, helping the investigators, helping the collective, okay? Which Egyptian deities? We got one out here. I'll shuffle the stack one more time, okay? I don't know which one it is. It's face down, okay? Thank you so much again for tuning in, okay? We got two, right? Hello, what's going on? What's going on? Shout out to you, Leisha. Okay. And we have Hansu. That is the moon, okay? We are at the end of the moon, full moon cycle, okay? We have Hansu, okay? And we have Met, okay? We have Met, okay? For being ordinary, and that means authentic. Whatever your ordinary energy is, whatever your ordinary, whatever your natural energy is, okay? Yeah, exactly. 98, 99, exactly, right? I know my value. I know my worth, okay? They're probably ashamed if it's a man. They're probably ashamed because they got man boobs. You know what I'm saying? Right? So they need a bra. You know? Yeah. Don't be jealous. You know what I'm saying? Don't be jealous, okay? Because again, that's a karmic ass energy. So don't be jealous. So we have the moon energy out here, okay? And Hansu, okay? The number 20. Yeah. Okay. And Met, M-E-T. M-E-T. What number is this? The number 19, okay? So 1920, 1920, 1920, Okay, something about 2019 and 2020. As we go through this psychic investigation reading, keep in mind that not everything here will be for use personally. Okay. Hello. Okay, doing great, Benji. I hope you are. Keep in mind that not everything will be for you personally. Some of it, again, is global news. Okay, not just in the US, but global, all over the world. I've shuffled all three of the tarot stacks. We have the Lover's card. We have Temperance for patience and that Sagittarian energy. And we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is what we have on top of the stacks, or the three tarot decks. So patience for whatever's coming into you. This is going to put you in this King or Queen of Pentacles energy. Patience. Okay, patience. Patience. Okay. And again, for some of you, it's going to be an opportunity, business, okay, partnership, and love. So it'll be both. You'll go into business with this lover, okay, or what have you. And again, I don't put energy into a love relationship, okay? I don't put any focus into that. Currently, I have been looking at properties in the southern United States, and only in like 4 states, because it's only like 4 states in the US that I would live in. All right. So I've been looking at properties, and I've been spending a lot of time looking at properties, but I'm looking at properties with only myself in mind. I'm not looking at properties. I wonder if she would like this. I wonder if she would like that. No. I'm looking at what just I would like. She can come along or not. You know what I'm saying? She can come along or not. I'm looking at what I want to do. I'm looking at what I desire. Okay. And recently with the angel number cards, we have been getting focus on your desires, focus on your desires. Okay. And again, that also speaks to this Met energy out here and your ordinary, your authentic energy. Focus on your desires. Okay. Yeah, Alicia, I'm sure. Okay. That's why I won't live in a state where the ground freezes. Okay. Or at least not in the part of the state where I live, So it snows in Arizona, for instance. Okay. But if I choose to live in Arizona, I would live in the southern part of Arizona, close to the Mexican border. I would live in the southern part of Arizona. Okay. So, yeah, Sierra Vista, Tucson, Arizona, those areas. Okay. I would not live in Phoenix, the Grand Canyon area. I would not live in those areas because it snows and the ground freezes. Okay. I don't want Gaia frozen around me. Okay. I want Gaia to reproduce year round. Okay. Spanish speaker. Okay. And these names. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Hansu and Met for helping us reveal whatever it is that you are going to help us reveal at this time. Investigators, I invite your ancestors in. I invite the ancestors of the general collective. Celebrities, I invite your ancestors in. Okay, judges, your ancestors. Police officers, your ancestors. Government officials, I invite your ancestors in. Okay, let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Let me move these cards so I can see the messages. All right, there we go. Okay. Wow. Okay. One thing that I do wonder, and this is nothing against you, Leisha, you might be called to North Carolina at this time, but one thing that I do wonder often, we got the 10 of Wands out here in the upright, the 10 of Wands. So for a completion, one of the things that I wonder about is those who live in places where it snows every winter, and the winters are bad. Okay. So I would say north of Tennessee. Those who live north of Tennessee, across the line, north of the Mason-Dixon line, Mason, Dixon, and Dixon. Those who live north of the Mason and Dixon line in the United States, I wonder, why do they stay in those states? And they know year after year they ass gonna get hit with blizzards. They ass gonna get hit with snowstorms. They ass gonna get hit with, you know, why do you stay in? Why do you choose to stay in those states? Again, it could be because that's where you're called to be. But I just wonder. Every year, you know, it's gonna be bad. Okay. So that's rare, Alicia. That's rare. Okay. That's rare then. So, okay. With me, if I'm fed up with something, I get out of it. Okay. When I'm fed up with it, I get out of it. Okay. Someone in the last live told me something about my cutoff game being super strong. And that's how I am. That's how I am with people, humans. That's how I am with life in general. When I get fed up, I walk away. I get out. You know what I'm saying? I get out. So okay, so we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Someone's not walking away, okay, or not able to, okay? So someone is stuck where they were when you last talked to them, when you left them, okay? Someone is stuck. I'm reading the messages here. Oh, okay, good. Okay, well, wherever they move you to, okay? Be safe on your journey, okay? I speak protection over you, okay? It's not enough for me to do it, though, okay? But I speak protection over your journey whenever that relocation happens, okay? Karma sees, karma knows. Karma sees, karma knows, okay? On top of the stack, karma sees, karma knows, okay? Fake or false employee or coworker. Fake or false employee or coworker. Someone's name is Heather, okay? Someone's name is Heather. Someone's name is Patricia. Someone's name is Luke. Someone's name is Deborah. I'm just popping off names, okay? Someone's name is Joy. You got the devil, okay, that flew on the floor, okay? Listen to the names, investigators and collective, okay? Someone's name is Zachary, okay? Zachary, okay? Like Zachary Timms, okay? If you do not know the story about Zachary Timms, okay? Zachary Timms pastored a church in Apopka, Florida, okay? And he was supposedly a former drug addict and drug dealer, okay? But Zachary Timms was a deceptor and a liar. And here's how we know today, how we know. So Zachary Timms pastored a church, like I said, in Florida, around Central Florida. And he went to New York supposedly for a meeting, okay? And he overdosed on cocaine while he was in the hotel room. He overdosed, a minister supposedly overdosed on cocaine and died in the hotel room. So let me ask you a question, collective. Was he really a minister of God? Let me ask you a question, celebrities. Let me ask you a question, judges, FBI, CIA, DEA. Let me ask you a question. Was he really a man of God if he OD'd on cocaine? Was he? And was he ever really healed? Was he ever? Okay. So again, devil card, okay, and it is in reverse, okay? All right. So whatever they sent to you, okay, whatever they tried to say about you, whatever lies, okay, whatever, okay, whatever they did, okay, yeah, the great pretender, right? Then we have the King of Swords in the upright, okay? So keep your boundaries up, men, women alike, even though this is the king, keep your boundaries up, men, women, okay? Maintain your Mamba and Mambasita energy. Maintain your Mambasita energy. your Wonder Woman and Incredible Hulk energy. Maintain it, maintain it, maintain it. Okay? And we have the Knight of Swords energy or message out here. We'll read this message when we pull it from the stack. Okay? One more shuffle. Two cards face down. Don't know what they are. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. I see we have 31 in the room. 31. 31. Okay. Oh, this deck is talking a lot. This deck is talking a lot. This deck is talking a lot. There's a lot popping out here with this one. All right. Wait a minute. Oh, we have the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Both are in reverse. The Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups, World in the upright, Two of Cups in the upright. Again, the cards that were on top of the stack, for those of you who missed it, that was on top of the tarot stacks, okay? The Lovers, the King of Pentacles, okay? And the Temperance, okay? So patience for your love journey, okay? Patience for your love journey, patience for your money journey, okay? And again, to me, what that speaks about is a, I just got a double indemnity. I just got the double indemnity. Double indemnity. I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, Jennifer. Okay, I've been traveling in Southeast Asia since May of last year. Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. That is formerly Saigon. Okay. So we have an imposter out here. Okay. We have an imposter out here. We have a bullshit artist. Okay. A bullshit artist. And all of three of these landed on the floor. Okay. With this Nine of Swords energy. So that's a confirmation on the Nine of Swords right there, okay? Because the Nine of Swords is a bullshit artist, okay? Okay? And so your ancestors are wanting to communicate something to you at this time, okay? Sharing information, okay? If you do not keep a journal, please, I say this every video. I say this every single video. If you do not have a journal, you need to start one. You need to, it can just be a notebook. It doesn't have to be any type of special book. If you do not have a journal, you need to start one. Okay? 90 degrees every day. Okay, Jennifer? 90 degrees every day. Okay? Give me just one moment. All right, so we have a lot of tarot out here, okay? So there's going to be a lot of messages, okay? Oh, double indemnity. Double indemnity, okay? Thanks for asking again. Double indemnity. And we got the Queen of Pentacles out here. It was laying up against the stack, okay? Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, okay? So whatever your business ideas are, collective, if you know that you are a spiritual guide, okay, this lifetime around, then you have someone who is financially, has the business ideas. They could already be prosperous CEO, CFO. They could already be prosperous in this way. They could be in the spotlight, celebrity, actor, comedian, actress, singer, okay, producer, songwriter, okay, someone who does things here on earth, okay, to bring about their wealth, all right? And again, that is the contrast, divine masculine, divine feminine, male or female, we are all masculine and feminine energy, okay? We are all masculine and feminine energy. You're welcome, no problem, okay? So divine source, we have a lot of cards out here, okay? So I look forward to what Most High wants to show us, what your ancestors want to reveal to you, okay? Again, we have the Six of Cups out here, okay? How do I, what, Jennifer, let me ask you a question. Why does it matter to you, okay, how I make my money, okay? Why does it matter to you how I make my money? It's certainly not through YouTube. Why does it matter to you how I make my money, okay? The only thing that I do receive is from the VA, okay, as a military veteran. That's the only income I have. Why is that any business of yours? I don't know, okay? But don't get your ass kicked out of this room because you asking nosy ass dumb questions that have nothing to do with a psychic investigation reading, okay? I don't know what the fuck your problem is, okay? You might want to go crawl back under the rock you came from under, Jennifer, okay? Because this is not the room. And I know this is your first time here, okay? I know this is your first time here. So you better watch out, bitch, okay? You better watch out, okay? Because I don't play, okay? I do not play, okay? So you can fuck around and find out. And then when your family members start dropping like flies, you will know it's because they came against a Master Builder 33 and an Ascended Master born on the 333rd day of the year. You will fuck around and find out, okay? What do you mean how people live? They live the way you live. What do you mean how people live, okay? Jennifer, there's a karmic Jennifer in your life, collective, okay? There is a karmic Jennifer in your life, okay? That's why she types with all caps, okay? That's why she types with all caps, okay? Because she's a low-life ass motherfucker, and I'm gonna give her 60 seconds, okay? There's a karmic ass Jennifer, okay? And I'm gonna give her 60 seconds. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Renee. It's my pleasure. You're worth it, okay? You're worth it, okay? So, get rid of the karmic ass Jennifers in your life, okay? Because they're yelling at you spiritually, because they're angry. They're yelling at you spiritually, just like she's typing in all caps. There is no one else in this room who is typing in all caps except her dumb karmic ass. Nobody else. So the Jennifer in your life could be upset, frustrated, okay? Because you left her, okay? Because you left them. You don't talk to them, okay? So, yeah. That's what's going to happen to Jennifer in about 30 seconds. We have the name Crystal, okay? Crystal, okay? Crystal. That is on one side of the Queen of Pentacles. Then we have the name Kevin. So a name that starts with a K, okay? A name that starts with a K. We got two of them out here, collective, okay? We also had on top of the stack Kelvin and Kingsley, okay? Calvin could start with a K as well, okay? Kelvin can start with a K as well. So there we go, okay? Kelvin, Kevin, Crystal, okay? So one of these individuals, okay, either had money stolen from them or they stole money, okay? One of these individuals stole money from you, or you are Kevin or Crystal and they stole money from you, or Kelsey or Kingsley, okay? Give me just one moment. Okay. Next. All right. Just took a snapshot of Jennifer's handle so that when I get done with this live, again, I can block her dumb ass. Okay. Disappearing act. Okay. So Kevin could have disappeared. Kelvin could have disappeared. Kingsley could have disappeared. Kelsey could have disappeared. Crystal could have disappeared. Investigators. Somebody out here is on the run and is one of these names out here. We do have a Spanish speaker. They could be a Spanish speaker, or there's something else about a Spanish speaker. Okay. They could be working with a Spanish speaker. Okay. They could be bilingual. Okay. there you go. Okay, there you go, 710. There you go. Okay, both karmics to you. Okay, disappearing act, on the run. Okay, on the run. Okay, on the run. All right. Next, we have this, and that's on the 6 of Cups, disappearing act. Okay. Disappearing act. So your ancestors are revealing to you and to the investigators, okay, to the government, whatever country you live in, they are revealing to them who these karmic individuals are. Okay. There you go. So someone could have faked their death out here. Somebody said it. Somebody said it. And Sandra. Okay. Sandy, Sandra. Okay. This could be an ancestor of yours, okay? Or, yeah, all right? Sandy, Sandra, okay? We've looked up Sandra Bullock's information before, nose itch confirmation. We've looked up Sandra Bullock's information in the past, okay? Someone could have adopted children. She has adopted 2, okay? Someone could have adopted children, okay? And these children this lifetime are of a different nationality, okay? So her children are brown, okay? Her 2 boys are brown, okay? She said something that her mother told her. And this is, she says, part of the reason why she never actually gave birth, okay? She said that her mother told her, okay, that she was too young to give birth at some point in time, okay? And to wait. And so again, she, I guess, waited until, I don't know, she thought she was past her flowering age or whatever, too old, whatever, okay? And so she ended up adopting, okay, 2 boys that this lifetime are a different race than she is, okay? And again, that's only on the outside, okay? Because we've all been different races, okay? This says Californication, okay? Californication. Shout out to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, okay? Shout out to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I need to turn some on. They are definitely some of the tunes that I esoterically dance to release to. The Red Hot Chili Peppers. I definitely crank them up and definitely dance to release to some of their tunes, okay? So, there you go. Okay. So somebody out here, they could be in California fornicating. Okay. But there's something out here about fornication. Fornication. Okay. Fornication. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. And this says Archangel Metatron, Enoch in the Bible. Okay. And other canonical texts. Archangel Metatron is granting you access to your Akashic records. Archangel Metatron, who is the keeper of the Akashic records. So some of you need to tap in to this, okay? So when you have opportunity today, tonight, wherever you are, okay? When you have opportunity for this, you need to tap in, okay? And then through your esoteric communication, communicate with Archangel Metatron so that you can get access to your Akashic records. When you get access to your Akashic records, have a piece of paper next to you, have a notebook next to you, have something next to you so that you can write things down. Okay? Your Akashic records are written in Arabic, so you will not be able to understand what they say unless you know Arabic. Okay? They are written in Arabic. That is the original language, Arabic. Okay? So again, you might need to write things down, write the symbols down, then look up the letters, you know what I mean? But have a piece of paper, notebook, something next to you when you do this meditation and you ask Archangel Metatron for access to your Akashic records, because your ancestors are out here and they have a message for you. Okay? And that is on the Eight of Cups, Californication, and access to your Akashic records through Archangel Metatron. Okay, the master scribe. So, okay, you definitely want to take advantage of that. Okay, you definitely want to take advantage of that. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so you definitely, yeah, don't miss that. Okay. All right. You can put whatever name here you want to, okay? You can put whatever name here you want to. Okay? You might need to leave that name there. Okay? All right. Next, that is on temperance, okay? Sagittarian energy, patience, okay? So whoever this demonic, evil, okay, possessed individual is, you've had patience, okay? Greetings, sweet Gail. What's going on, okay? So whoever that karmic, evil, demonic, karmic possessed, demonically possessed individual is, okay? Many of you have had patience. Many of you are fed up. Trust me, I understand. Many of you are ready for the justice to come through. I understand. I get it. I get it. I'm waiting on 3D justice too. Okay? And I shouldn't even say waiting. Okay? 3D justice is on the way. I'm not waiting. I'm continuing to move forward. Again, continuing to ascend, continuing to higher and higher. And I was going to say float. I'm continuing to float higher and higher and higher and higher. Okay? We have the name Sadie, okay? Sadie, okay? So one of these individuals out here, okay? Names, if they've come out already or if they haven't, one of these karmic individuals in your life was doing witchcraft against your fur baby, okay? On your fur baby, okay? They could have been trying to poison your fur baby. If you let your fur baby out in the yard to run around, they could have been throwing stuff over the fence or leaving stuff in the yard at night, knowing that you would let your fur baby out at some time to go use the bathroom, okay? And they were leaving things in the yard, okay? Chicken bones, okay? They're leaving something. You shouldn't feed your dog bones, okay? They were leaving something in the yard, okay? Or something else trying. You could have had them babysitting, watching your fur baby at some point. They were trying to poison your fur baby or doing witchcraft on your fur baby, whatever kind of fur baby you have. I like man dogs. Okay? So, Slade, Sadie, Sylvester. Slade, Sadie, Sylvester. Investigators and collective. Okay? On the demonic Knight of Swords energy, we have human resources. Okay? We have human resources. Oh, man. Peace and comfort, okay? Litera, peace and comfort, okay? For your fur baby, okay? All dogs go to heaven. All cats go to heaven, okay? All birds go to heaven, okay? Sylvester, Georgia. There we go. Lee, Tara, how many times, those of you who tune in on a regular basis, how many times How many times, it happens almost every reading. How many times does a new listener come in here and the first 5 or 6 cards that they see when they come in here, it resonates with them highly. Okay, and it's confirmations for them. Look at Litera. Okay, look at Litera. This is their first time in here, most likely. Okay, and she came in, or he came in on the fur baby having done witchcraft on them, and now Sylvester in Georgia. How many times does that happen? How many times? Litera, you are divinely guided here. This might be the only time you tune in. It doesn't matter. Right now, in this point in time in the universe, Divine Source obviously has messages for you here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay? Human resources. Okay? This could be human trafficking. Okay? That's what this is. Human trafficking, or someone works in HR. They could be an HR generalist. They could work in payroll. Okay? They could be a hiring manager. Okay? Someone HR. Okay? Well, see, second time here. Okay? But first time commenting. Okay? That is, again, on the Knight of Swords. Okay? And we have Woody and Harrelson. Okay? Woody and Harrelson. Okay? So, Woody Harrelson, natural born killers. Okay? Natural born killers. Starring Woody Harrelson. Okay? Or someone out here, something about a Woody and something about Harrison. Okay? And again, we grown, so we can have grown folks conversations. Okay? So something about Woody, Harrison, the Woods, Harrison. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. All right. Good to see you. Hello, Shirley. Okay? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, okay, for tuning in. Is it Marsha? Marsha Matters, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in, all right? Some of us are Martians, okay? Some of us are Martians. Some of us are Martians, okay? What's up, Gene? Okay? So Woody and Harrison, okay? Woody and Harrison. Let's go ahead and take a look at Woody Harrison's date of birth, okay? And his partners for synchronicity investigators, okay? Woody Harrison. Woody Harrison. And it's Harrelson. I said Harrison, okay? Harrelson, okay? So, born 7/23/61. Investigators, collective, celebrities for synchronicity, 7/23/61. And his name legally is Woodrow Wilson, Woodrow Wilson, Woodruff Road, Woodrow Tracy Harrelson. Okay? Got his big break on Cheers. Okay? Could be something about a bar. Okay? They meet at a bar. Okay? He was born in Midland, Texas. Currently 64. Something about 1964. Someone who is 64, or someone who is 46, or born in 1946. Okay? Parents Charles and Diane Lou Oswald. Okay? Charles, Charlie, Chuck. He has a relative whose name is Brett. Brett. Okay? Spouses. Nancy Simon, and Laura Lou, or Louie. Okay? Harrison Ford. Or I said Harrison. Oh, so there we go. Harrison Ford. Woody Harrelson. Harrison Ford. Harrison and Ford. Okay? Someone drives a Ford. Okay? They could have put this in your name. Okay? They could have put this vehicle in your name. Somebody drives a Ford. They could have put this in your name. Okay. We have Raymond is behind this. Okay. Again, take things as they resonate. That means what easily fits. Okay. That means what easily fits. All right. Because, okay, I do not have a super chat, and I could do that, but what I don't want is I don't want ads running on my videos, okay? So I choose not to do that, okay? Because if I subscribe to YouTube's payment program, compensation program, or whatever, okay, that gives them more control of what happens on my channel. And I don't want ads being shown on my channel. That's why. Okay? So, yeah. If you want to send something, okay, there are two ways you can send me something. Okay? You can send me an email and I will give you information for that. And it's not through a money app. Okay? Because that can be hacked. Okay? So, you can't send me money here. You can schedule an esoteric conversation with me and you can compensate me for that, even though I offer the first one for free. Okay? Or the third way is I released a short story called My Father Your King, and it's available on Amazon KDP. Okay? And you can download it. Okay? A PDF. You can download it. It's $4.99. My Father, Your King, which is the story about the warlock who I grew up believing was my father and took my first wife while I was serving in the United States Army. Okay? So you can buy that book for $4.99. And that's a way that you can sow into me financially if that's what you're feeling led to do. Okay? But I don't want YouTube having any more control over what they do to my channel than what they already have, because they've already shadow banned one channel, Esoteric Guidance Extraterrestrial Earth Angel, my first YouTube channel. They already shadow banned it. So that's a long answer, but that's the complete answer. But thank you for asking. I thank you for your heart. If that's where your heart is, was to bless me in that way. Okay. So Raymond is behind this. Okay. Raymond. Okay. Raymond. Okay. Ray. Okay. Ray Lewis. Okay. Ray Lewis, Baltimore Ravens linebacker. Ray and Lewis. Okay. You want me to tell you a story about Ray Lewis and karma? Okay. I'm going to tell you a story about Ray Lewis and karma. Okay. The revelatory, okay? The revelatory, okay? This is the real psychic investigators. If you need a personal tarot reading and that's what you're looking for answers and only answers to your own spiritual journey, okay? This is not the place. That's why the channel is called The Real Psychic Investigators, because we solve psychic investigation crimes all around the world. Not everything is about you. I know you're disappointed to hear that, but not everything is about you. This room is about truth. This room is about clarity, and this room is about solving karmic crimes, and all crimes are karmic. Not everything around here in this reading, in any reading that I do, is going to be about you specifically. If you would like to have a private conversation with me, again, you can schedule an esoteric conversation. That information is in the description section of this live video. That is done via Zoom, because again, there are karmic asses out there. So thank you so much for tuning in, but you might want to go somewhere else now if that's all you're looking for is just confirmations on your own journey. There are oracles out here that are doing that. I'm not one. I was guided to create this channel to help the FBI, CIA, DEA, okay, Internal Affairs, National Intelligence Agency, okay, Central Intelligence Agency. I was guided to create this channel, confirmation up there. I was guided to create this channel for them. And in the process, things come out here that confirm what you and others are going through. But that is not the focus of this channel. Okay? No worries. Okay? Thank you for understanding. Okay? So Ray, an imposter. Ray, an imposter. Let me tell you a story about Ray Lewis. Okay? Let me tell you a story about Ray Lewis. Okay? Sometimes karma happens in strange ways. So Ray Lewis, okay? Ray Lewis went to the University of Miami in Miami, Florida. When Ray Lewis was there, thank you so much for following your intuition and the guidance of your ancestors, okay? The revelatory, okay? Thank you so much. There is something here for you, okay? If you were guided here, okay? So, yeah, have a seat, listen, grab a drink, whatever it is, you know, and just enjoy what comes out here in the energy, okay? This is a very much protected place, okay? But I also don't take shit, okay? So, yeah, all right? So Ray Lewis went to the University of Miami in Florida, right? Played for the Hurricanes. While he was there, okay, he was involved in a murder, okay? Someone getting murdered, okay? Ray Lewis lied about that situation. So he went on to have a great and illustrious NFL career. I'm going to tell you how karma works in a bloodline. So Ray Lewis's son played football at Lake Mary Prep in Lake Mary, Florida. Ray Lewis's son ultimately ended up committing suicide. Do you know why Ray Lewis's son ended up committing suicide and taking himself out? Sometimes suicide is done because of demonic attacks. Sometimes suicide happens because it's karma on a family's bloodline. So Ray Lewis, and I'm going to give you an example of how it happens when it is a karmic attack. Okay? But Ray Lewis deals with karma now because his son committed suicide and took himself out because Ray Lewis lied, okay, in court about his involvement in that, whoever that individual was who was murdered at that house, in that room, in that dorm, wherever that was, when he was at the University of Miami. So Ray Lewis has lost a son because Ray Lewis chose to lie. That is why Ray Lewis's son committed suicide. Okay? So Raymond. Okay? So I said I was going to give you another example on the other side of this imposter. Okay? We have government agents are following you, protecting you. Okay? So some of you have government agents following you and protecting you. Okay? Some of you have government agents following you and protecting you. Okay? You could end up being notified that you are in the witness protection program. Okay? So what's an example of a karmic attack? Okay? And someone being taken out by suicide. Okay? Those of you who are familiar with the actress Regina King. Okay? Regina King. Okay? Regina and King. Investigators, check your notes. Are you dealing with a Regina, or are you dealing with someone whose name is King? Okay? Or Ian. Okay? So she had a son, her only child, Ian. Okay? And Ian took himself out. Okay? And again, Ian has his own spiritual journey. Okay? But that is not a situation where Ian or Regina was doing anything karmic, wrong, or ill. Okay? Demonic or otherwise. Okay? But those were karmic attacks on her bloodline. Okay? So those are two different examples. Okay? Two different situations of why someone would commit suicide. Okay? So yeah. All right. Give me just one moment. I need to get the charger. Give me just one moment. Sorry about this. I was not prepared for this to need to be charged, so that's my mistake. All right. All right, we're back. Plugged in, ready to go. Again, sorry about that. I was I was not paying attention to the charger, to the power, okay? And that might be something, not paying attention to the power, not paying attention to something, okay? Your power, them not paying attention to your power is what I'm getting, okay? Them not realizing that you were an earth angel, you were a light worker, them not realizing, or them ignoring. They could have just ignored it. Your ancestors could have given them dreams. Your ancestors could have told them, don't fuck with them, don't fuck with her, don't fuck with him. And they were like, psh, whatever. You could have told them, okay, don't mess with me. You could have told them, don't come at me, you know, and they did anyway, and now they're finding out. Now they're finding out with the imposter. Okay. So looking at James, okay, and illegal imports, okay, James and illegally importing goods, okay, look collective, okay, for all of you who still use the false name of Jesus, this is their real name. For all of you who still use the false name of Jesus, this is one of these names is their real, both of these names are their real names, okay? So for those of you who still use Jesus, here you go. This ascended master is reminding you that if you want their full blessing, you better straighten up and fly right, okay? You better straighten up and fly right, okay? Really, Marcia? Really? Thanks. Again, I don't know how to respond to things like that. I don't know how to respond to things like that because I don't know. I don't know. Thanks. I don't know. Okay. I don't look for accolades, especially those accolades. Okay. But thank you. Okay. On Issa, okay, we got the devil out here, okay, on one side. So the ascended masters are helping you reveal, the ascended masters are helping you reveal this demon, this devil. They're helping you reveal, okay? So on the other side of the devil, we have divine sources enhancing your gifts at this time. Come on, collective. Come on, celebrities. Come on, investigators. Come on, upright judge. Come on, upright politicians. Divine source is enhancing your gifts at this time to defeat this demonic devil. To defeat this demonic devil. Ascended masters and divine source all right here working together. It's teamwork. It's teamwork. It's teamwork. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Boom. I like to say booyah shaka. Boom and booyah shaka. Boom and booyah shaka. I could sing a song. I could sing a song. Boom and booyah shaka. Boom and booyah shaka. Yeah. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. For those of you who have seen the movie Friday. And John Witherspoon, the name John and Witherspoon. Yeah. Shout out to his spirit, all right? Shout out to the comedic spirit of John Witherspoon. Somebody could be a comedian who's watching. All right. Ooh, and then we got another ascended master. So we got Issa out here. We got divine source enhancing your spiritual gifts. And now we got Count Saint Germain. If you look up the ascended masters, you will see Yeshua's name and you will see Saint Germain's name. Tucson is very nice. It is. Yeah. So look at that. They are revealing the bullshit artist. They are revealing the bullshit artist. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Boom and booyah shaka. Boom and booyah shaka. Okay? Again, some of you could be musically inclined, okay? Getting musical gifts or having those gifts enhanced at this time, okay? Having those gifts enhanced at this time, okay? Musical gifts. On the other side of Saint Germain and the bullshit artist, we got the Bilderberg group. Okay? That is a secret society today that is in operation. The Bilderberg group and the bullshit artist. Okay? So, for all of us, they are not associated with the Bilderberg group, but for most of us, they are associated with some other secret society. Why? Excuse me, confirmation. Whoa. Why? Because no one individual can come against a earth angel or starseed and defeat them, okay, on their own, okay, or put up this much karma, okay, against the earth angel, starseed, healer, whatever you're called to be, truth speaker, okay. No one individual, no one demon can do that, okay. The devil is a coward, okay. Shout out to Ohio. The devil is a coward. So the devil gets others to help them out. The devil is a coward. Okay? So they get other robots. They get other robots. Okay? So, yeah. Ask your ancestors where you need to move to, anomaly. Okay? Ask your ancestors where you need to move to. Okay? Or where would they like you to move to? Okay? This says the government is willing to kill you in order to silence you. Okay? That's what ICE is doing in the US. Okay? This could be happening in some other part of the world. Okay? This could be happening in your country. Venezuela could be happening in, I don't know, Yugoslavia. Okay? It could be happening in Russia. Okay? It could be happening in Japan and China. Okay? In South Korea. Okay? The government is willing to kill you in order to silence you. We see this time and time again with assassinations. I've told you many times about the story about Malcolm X, Malcolm Little, okay? Martin Luther King Jr., John F. Kennedy, Abraham Lincoln. I can go on and on, okay? So the government is willing to kill you in order to silence you, okay? But you're being protected by the FBI, okay? Or whatever government agency is in your country, okay? For many of you, okay? So they're watching what you post on social media, okay? They're watching who you call. They're watching, okay? So, yeah, okay? They're also watching the karmics, obviously, if they're watching you, okay? Here we go, okay? So for some of you, you are exposing the government, okay? So for some of you, you are exposing the government, okay? We do have empresses, emperors. We do have truth speakers who have YouTube channels, okay, and other social media where they are releasing the truth. Some of you are exposing the government, okay? And this is creating a whole new world, okay? A new fantastic point of view. No one to tell you no or where to go. So move wherever you will. A whole new world. Okay? A whole new world. A brand new chapter. Okay? A whole new world. A brand new chapter. Okay? A whole new world. A brand new chapter. Okay? And this says to infinity and beyond. To infinity and beyond on the world card. To infinity and beyond. Okay? What's next? I don't know. Talk to your ancestors and find out. Don't ask me. You know what I'm saying? Tap in and find out. I have no idea about your journey. My main concern is my own journey. My own journey. I don't know what's for you. Okay? Only you and your ancestors know. And if you don't know, it's only because you're not doing the spiritual work. If you don't know, it's only because you're not doing the spiritual work. So don't be spiritually lazy. Then you wouldn't have to ask somebody else what's next. I don't have to ask anybody what's next. There are days that I go without listening to tarot, okay, or oracles on YouTube. Days. It wasn't like that. There was a time when I started my conscious spiritual journey when I was listening to 50 tarot readings of oracles a day. You know what I mean? On YouTube, nonstop, just constantly listening like a drug. Today, I can go 2, 3, 4, 5 days without listening because because now I know. So, yeah, I don't need to listen to anybody else. I don't wait for anybody else to tell me what to do, what's going on in my journey. If I'm curious about something, I meditate. I sit in silence. Okay? We have Crenshaw, Kusaw, and Gretchen. Okay? Crenshaw, Kusaw, and Gretchen. Okay? Okay, Delphine. All right. So, Crenshaw Street, Crenshaw Avenue, Crenshaw, Crenshaw someplace, okay? Kusaw, okay? And Gretchen, okay? With Gretchen, I'm getting Welch, like the grape juice, Welch, like Welch's grape juice, Welch, okay? So Crenshaw, Kusaw, Gretchen, and Welch. Okay? On the other side of Crenshaw, Kusaw, Gretchen, and Welch, we have a Russian cartel. Investigators, we have a Russian cartel. Collective, we have a Russian cartel. Okay? So, you might not know this, especially if you're in the U.S., okay? And I mentioned Russia earlier. So, Russia. So, there is definitely some of this happening in Russia. Secret societies in Russia. Okay? And someone was Russian in to take you out. A Russian cartel. They could be the ones illegally importing goods into the U.S. Investigators, FBI, CIA, DEA, Coast Guard. Okay? They could be illegally importing goods into some other country. Uruguay, Italy, Germany, Ireland, Greenland. Okay? You're welcome. Eric, you're welcome. Eric, no problem. Okay? It's my pleasure to do what I do. Okay? It's my pleasure. What's up, Janice? Okay? It's my pleasure to do what I do. Okay? So, Two of Cups, partnering up with someone. So it's not just the Russian cartel, National Intelligence Agency. It's not just the Russian cartel. They are linked to other cartels. You see this Two of Cups here? So Russian cartel here, and I don't know, North Korean cartel here. Okay? So Russia working with a communist country, Russia working with some other country. Okay? They could be sending these goods to a third world country. Russia. Okay? Or someone's Russian. Okay. Next we have San Francisco. Okay? San Francisco. Okay? Rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. Okay? So a lot of rice. I am in Southeast Asia. They eat a lot of rice. There's nothing Southeast Asians eat more than rice. They eat a lot of rice. Okay? So San Francisco, all right? The San Francisco in the U.S. is also, or historically, it was known as a place for homosexuality. Okay? So that could be something. Okay? Homosexuality. Okay? So, or someone's name is San, has a San in it, okay? S-A-N, or someone has a Francisco, San Francisco. That is on one side of the Ten of Cups, okay? And this Ten of Cups came out in reverse, okay? So someone in San Francisco could be losing a family. They could be losing family members, okay? Oh, oh yeah, that song. If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear a flower in your hair. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Old school song. Old school song. That's yeah. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So someone could have wear flowers in their hair, or their picture, you know what I mean? Like their profile picture on social media, they could have a flower in their hair or something like that. That's a good call. I like that. That is funny. That is funny, right? So someone in San Francisco could be losing a family, okay? They could have a son or daughter that dies. I'm getting a buzzing in the right ear. I'm getting getting something in the right ear, and that's the ancestors. That's divine source. If your left ear is ringing, that's a warning of some sort, okay? Just so you know, collective, those of you who are just now waking up spiritually, okay? Ringing in the right ear, a divine message, ancestor speaking. A ringing in the left ear, okay, is a warning. So again, if you're just waking up spiritually, just stepping into your spiritual conscious journey, be aware of those things, okay? There you go. What is going on? What is going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, Gene, that's right. Okay. And you know the best way to give them a lesson? You know the best way to give somebody a lesson is to walk away when they show you who they are. That's the best way to give somebody a lesson. To walk away when they show you who they are. Oh, so you're a devil? I know how to treat you. Cord cut. Oh, so you're a demon? You mean you're not an upright friend? Oh, I know how to treat you. That's that. Yeah. Yeah. That's how you teach them a lesson. And your lack of energy in their life will have them suffering for the remainder of their life. Your lack of energy in their life will have them suffering for the rest of their life. You want to teach your karmic parents a lesson, your brothers, sisters, exes, you want to teach them a lesson, karmic ministers, karmic friends, you want to teach them a lesson, cord cut their ass and walk away. That's the best lesson you can ever teach them. Yeah. That's the best lesson. Yep. Okay. So, on the other side of San Francisco, we have connect to the Ascended Masters. Okay. So some of you need to connect to the Ascended Masters at this time. Period. Period. That's right. So, okay. Again, we have 2 Ascended Master names out here. Okay. We have Issa, Yeshua, the Christ. We have their name out here. Okay. And we have Count Saint Germain. We have 2 Ascended Masters out here. And Divine Source said in the message in this card earlier, for those of you who missed it, Divine Source is enhancing your spiritual gifts at this time. So, Booyah Shaka. Okay? Connect to the Ascended Masters. There are Ascended Master meditations and frequencies on YouTube that you can look up and listen to as you meditate to connect with your Ascended Masters. Okay? There are. Okay? There are. Okay? Those of you who are connected to me and you know, you are. And again, that's not me bragging. Okay? Because again, I'm not here for money, fortune, and fame. I am here for the truth. Okay? And if that involves a financial fortune for me this lifetime around, then okay. But I'm not here for fame and fortune. That's not why I'm here. If it was, then I would subscribe to YouTube's program and you would be able to send me super chats or super thanks or whatever they call that. But because YouTube already has enough control over the content that we put out anyway, and I already have a shadow ban channel, I'm not going to give YouTube any more authority than what they already have to control the content that comes out here. So, yeah. Okay. Secret Society murdered her. Next card. Oh, it's not, but okay. Oh, yes, it is. Okay. Secret Society murdered her. So there's someone out here who was murdered by a secret society. Okay. That's no surprise. To those of you who's been on your journey for a minute, that's no surprise. Okay. No surprise at all. Okay. This could have happened on an island. Okay. This could have happened in Iceland and Ireland. This is the second time I've mentioned Iceland. The second time I've mentioned Iceland. Okay. And Ireland. So there we go. Okay. And this is on the King of Swords. Okay. King of Swords. This is a truth speaker. Okay. Male or female. This is a truth speaker. Okay? Oh, it's my pleasure. Again, I'm getting Chris Cross. What up, Chris? What up, Chris? I'm about to. What up, Chris? That's what I was born to do. What up, Chris? I'm about to. What up, Chris? That's what I was born to do. All right? So, Chris Cross. All right? This is what I was born to do. Every lifetime, all previous 9, this is what I was born to do. Okay? But this time, I got it right. They didn't unalive me. They didn't murder me. They didn't kill me this lifetime. Okay? And they didn't kill my divine partner. She's out here somewhere. Okay? And again, it doesn't matter to me what she's doing, where she's at. Okay? I trust she's on her divine journey. Okay? And at some point our paths will cross. But I don't put any energy into that. It happens when it happens, if it happens, because she could fuck up too. Okay? She could fuck up too. So, yeah. Okay? There's a lesson, collective. There's a lesson in not taking someone for their potential, but taking them at face value. Listen to what I'm saying. Okay? There is some, or yeah, she could not. She can come forward and it could be a lovely union for the remainder of our natural lives. You know, but yeah, again, I put no energy into that because again, she has choices to make. Okay? And I can't make those. I'm getting a buzz again in the right ear. Ancestors are like, yeah, 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 that's right. The buzz in the right ear. I don't have any control over anyone's actions but my own. No one's choices but my own. Okay? So don't see anyone for the potential. See someone for who they really truly are when they stand in front of you and show you who they really are. Okay? Because if you hold someone to their potential, you'll be chasing your tail and theirs for a long time, men and women. I'm going to say it again. If you see someone only for their potential, you'll be chasing your tail and their tail for the rest of your natural life, this lifetime, and then you'll have to come back and do it over again because you didn't get it right this time. I don't know about you, but I don't want to come back. I don't know about you, but I don't want to come back to this place. I don't want to come back here. Okay? I'm getting it right this time. Okay? So, again, secret society murdered her. Okay? And we have the islands. That could be any island. How many islands are there in the world? Okay? Iceland and Ireland. All right? And a secret society murdered her. Okay? So, we have someone stuck in the matrix. Okay? This is the ones in the back. Okay? Stuck in the matrix. Okay? Okay? The only one you can count on, Dot, is yourself. The only one you can count on is yourself. Okay? What's up, follow your heart? What's up, baby? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're doing well. Okay? You're the only one, Dot. You're the only one. You're the only one. Okay? So you don't have to hope. Okay? You should get to a place, and I understand if you're not at this time, that's solar plexus energy that needs to be worked on. Okay? Your solar plexus chakra needs to be worked on. Okay? What's going on? What's going on? Love you too, brother. Love you too. Great love to you. All right? And so you're the only one. Okay? And I understand if your solar plexus isn't quite strong enough for you to say that I know I'm not coming back. Okay? Just cleanse your energy and meditate more. Okay? Place crystals on your solar plexus chakra. That's right below your sternum. Okay? In case you don't meditate. That's right below your sternum. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah. So then you can get in your Mambasita energy and be like, oh, hell no. I know I ain't coming back here. I know I'm getting this right. You know what I'm saying? Then you can crank that ball out the park. Then you can hit the grand slam. Yeah. 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 I like that you're working on it. And I like your honesty. I like that you're working on it. And I like your honesty. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Okay? Stuck in the matrix. Somebody. Any one of these names that come out here, collective, take a look, investigators. Any one of these names that come out here. There are karmic investigators too, as if you don't know that, general collective. There are karmic investigators out here too, just in case you're wondering. Karmic police officers, karmic private investigators, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay? So we have the names Julian, Juliana, Gianna, and Georgia. I think someone said something about Georgia earlier. Okay? Stuck in the matrix. Okay? Again, the names Julian, Juliana, and Gianna, and Georgia. Okay? So, yeah. Okay. Okay, we have cheap cigars. Okay, someone smokes them or someone's getting smoked like one. Your ancestors smoking them like a cheap cigar. When you smoke somebody like a cheap cigar, it goes like a cigarette. Confirmation, Bert. Okay, when someone gets smoked like a cheap cigar, they get smoked like a cigarette. So how long does I don't know, I don't smoke cigars. How long does an expensive cigar last? You know what I mean? And then how long does a cigarette last? So someone's getting smoked like a cheap cigar. They're getting smoked like a cigarette, even though, okay, yeah, cheap cigars. And again, someone could smoke cheap cigars. We have the lovers. Okay, so your ex-lover, your ex-husband, your ex-wife, okay, your last partner I just got. So whoever that is, they could be getting smoked like a cheap cigar. For some of you, this is multiples, okay? So I mentioned at some point in the video, and those of you who have tuned in before, you know this. So the warlock who I grew up believing was my dad, I've mentioned that he took my first wife when I was in the military. I also dated a German woman, and I forget about this sometimes, a lot of times. I also dated a German woman when I was in Germany after that wife left me. I dated a German woman, and he ended up fucking her and getting her pregnant. A woman who lived in Germany, either he flew to the United States or he flew to Germany, ended up getting her pregnant, and she had a child, and that child's name is Zoe. The man I grew up who I thought was my father, now serving a 40 to 60 year sentence. I forget about that sometimes. He also fucked her. That German woman got her pregnant, and she had a child whose name is Zoe. True story. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. True story. That's why he's serving a 40 to 60 year prison sentence today. And I was happy to put him there, or at least be a part of it. I was happy to. I was happy to. Shout out to Amsterdam. I was there in 1999 in Amsterdam, okay? And I did not fuck anybody when I was in Amsterdam, okay? Prostitution is legal in Amsterdam, okay? It is a monitored occupation, okay? Oh, that's okay. Again, thank you. But as you can see, I'm doing fine, well, and dandy. As you can see, I'm enjoying Southeast Asia, okay? My life has not been this good in a long ass time. My life has not been this good in a long ass time, okay? Truly, okay? And spiritually, it hasn't been this good ever this lifetime, okay? But just from what I'm getting financially, and all I'm getting again is from the VA, okay? Just from that, and being in Southeast Asia and being able to comfortably take care of myself, it hasn't been this good since I owned my tax and accounting practice. I was a tax accountant. Since I owned my tax and accounting practice, okay? 2019 was the last year that I felt this free, even though I was making 50 times more money than what I'm getting now with the VA, right? It hasn't been this comfortable in a long time. So I'm doing extremely well. Extremely well. All right? Yep, he is where he belongs, Dot. You don't have to say sorry. That karmic ass demon reptile is exactly where he belongs. He is exactly where he belongs, okay? He belongs in hell, and when he dies, that's where he's going. I know for a fact that he is definitely one who is going to be sent where there is weeping and gnashing of teeth. He is definitely one who's going to be sent where there is weeping and gnashing of teeth. He broke up families, took the wives, okay, and did witchcraft on the husbands, and many of them died. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Yeah. Yeah. Because of his witchcraft. So, again, I'm thankful for my journey today. I'm thankful. I haven't always been. I've been angry. I've been pissed. I've been outraged. You know what I mean? I went through all of those things, all of those emotions until I had an ego death and I released it. Yeah. Something about a freak accident, okay? Ancestors delivering karmic justice. Take a look. And again, this could be a lover. It came out on the lover's card, okay? So, a lover getting smoked like a cheap cigar. Again, any past lover, multiple lovers, okay? So, there you go. The last conversation I had with the German woman, okay, who got pregnant by him, okay? He fucked multiple women that I was with or married to at one point in time. The last conversation she told me, okay, she told me that she has cancer. Now, did she really have cancer, or was she just looking for mercy? I don't know. But if she really did have cancer, it's karmic, okay? It's karmic, okay? Yeah. She was born December 1st, 1973. December 1st, 1973. Okay? There we go. Lovers getting karma. Okay? Past lovers getting karma. Freak accident. You may cry. You may not. It doesn't matter. Okay? Confirmation with that rumbling. You may cry. You may not. Okay? It's okay if you do cry when they go. It's okay. Okay? Because of your memories with them or whatever. Okay? No. Having mercy on him, me having mercy on him, okay? Him taking the plea deal in 2014 instead of going through with the trial was mercy. Because he didn't want to hear what those who were going to speak against him had to say. So he took a plea deal, and thankfully, the judge was an upright judge and one of justice. So he could have gotten 10 years. But the judge moved upward, okay, and gave him the maximum sentence for his crimes. So he could have gotten 10 years or 15 years or something, but the judge knew that that was a demonic individual, okay? One of the biggest crimes that he is incarcerated for is for getting a 15-year-old pregnant in 2009. A 15-year-old pregnant in 2009 when he was 40-something. Yes, I forgave him for my own sake, okay? I forgave him for my own journey. And again, it's a reminder that forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. So you do need to forgive, and thank you for bringing that up. You do need to forgive, and I forgave him, okay? Even when he took my first wife, I still went over to his house. I still laughed and talked with him. She was sitting right there with our daughter. I still laughed and talked with him. I still hugged him. I still told him that I loved him. All of those things while he was fucking on my wife and took my first wife. Even after that, I still was in communication with him and still showing him love. So yeah, that's an earth angel. Yeah, that's an earth angel. So I have forgiven him. Okay? But judgment is judgment. And what happens is fair. Okay? So, don't fall for that okie doke. Oh, you're not a believer. You not because you didn't forgive me. Don't fall for that bullshit. Don't fall for that bullshit. Because as soon as you do, they're gonna wrangle you in like a bass. They're gonna wrangle your ass in. And as soon as they do, and again, You're going to have to come back here and do it all over again with the same karmic, demonic, reptile, serpent energies. You're going to have to come back and do it again. Okay? Don't be, again, don't be. It's working out for my good. It's working out for my good. Because my 3D justice, it's arriving. It's arriving. My new contracts, they're arriving. My soul tribe family, I'm meeting you right now. Some of you, I'm meeting you right now. Okay? So for me, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good. So yeah, I wake up every day feeling good, smiling, even when I have to cut off a motherfucker. It doesn't bother me today. It doesn't bother me. I don't get angry about it. I don't get upset about it. I just cut them off, even in here on these lives. If I have to block somebody, I teach them the lesson. I tell them they have 60 seconds, and then I cut their ass off. It's just that simple. And that's a balanced masculine and feminine energy. That's a balanced masculine and feminine energy. I don't get angry and upset. I don't need to, because I know who I am. So yeah. Okay. All right. So we have the names. Oh, okay. Okay. So this one resonates for me. This one resonates for me. So I was talking about, listen to me, collective. Listen to me. From time to time, there is something out here that definitely hits home for me. So I was talking about the woman who left me for him, right? Right? When I was in the military. We have Patterson, Martise, and Peterson. The woman who left me, this is her first name. We're talking about her. This is her first name right here. Okay? And it came out on this 9 of Cups in reverse. That's her first name. Okay? Most of what comes out here doesn't resonate for my journey. Look at that. Look at that. That's her name right there. So, yeah. Divine is like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a confirmation right here. I'm gonna give you a confirmation at this exact moment at 1:41 in the morning in Ho Chi Minh City. It is 1:41 in the morning. In Ho Chi Minh City, Divine was like, I'm gonna give you a confirmation right here. I'm gonna give you a, you talking about it? I'm gonna give you a right here, right here, right here. Bam. That's her name. Yeah. All right. So, okay, again, on this 9 of Cups in reverse, okay, again, someone who was made a fake ass love offer to you, she made a fake ass love offer to me, okay, in 1996. She made a fake ass love offer to me when she said I do, okay, in marriage. She made a fake ass love offer to me in 1996, okay? So, someone's out here using your social security number and your name falsely. Okay? So, that could have been a false offer of employment. That could be an employer. Okay? Because employers, we had human resources out here. Human resources get your name and social security number, right? Human resources get your name and social security. I love it when, oh, I love it, Divine Waters. I love it. I love it. There is nothing better. There is nothing better. That's like a nail in the coffin. When Divine Source gives a confirmation in the moment, there is nothing better. Nothing better. Okay? When you're sitting there in meditation and you're just sitting out on your porch, right? And you're sitting out on your porch and something comes to you, right? And it starts reverberating, and then all of a sudden, you hear a loud horn, and it's like, bam, I just, nothing beats that. It's like an all net jump shot, half court shot, 45-foot shot. It's like a grand slam. I mean, there is nothing that beats a divine timed confirmation. There is nothing that beats that. I love it. You're absolutely right, Divine Waters. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Okay. We have one more. Two more. Cards in the tarot. Oh, there's a witness's life that's in danger out here. This card is hard to read, okay, because of the other side that bled through. But this says a witness's life is in danger. So there's someone who is speaking to the FBI, CIA, DEA. There's someone whose life is in danger right now because they're telling the truth, okay? They're telling the truth. What's the name of this channel, Barney? Okay? What's the name of this channel? Okay? What's the name of this channel, Barney? Give me just 1 second, collective. Okay? Give me just one moment. Let me write down Barney's handle so I can delete they stupid ass. Okay? All right. So, moving right along. Okay. So, yes, a witness's life is in danger. That is on one side of the only message that came out here. Okay. The only message that came out here. You tell them. Use your common sense, which isn't common apparently. Use your common sense, which isn't common. Yeah. I've decided I want to pursue you and nothing is going to stop me. Expect soon a lot of action from my part, the Knight of Swords. Okay? So somebody who's about to bring the truth to you, that really is sad. Okay? Okay? So somebody's about to bring the truth to you. Okay? Investigator, judge, paperwork arriving, phone call, however, email, whatever, message, social media. Somebody's about to bring some type of truth to you, collective. Okay? And someone's deciding that they want to pursue you. That is a truth. Okay? When someone's honest about their feelings and their emotions, okay? That is a truth. Okay? Upright or not. That is a truth when someone's honest. Okay? I'm sorry I was demonic. I'm sorry I was doing witchcraft. I'm sorry I really did poison you. I'm sorry I really did do witchcraft against you to try to take you out. I'm sorry your family really did pay me money to try to murder you. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah. Give me a second, collective, while I write down someone's handle so I can delete them. Okay? Give me just one moment. All right. So, on the other side of someone's deciding to move forward and nothing is going to stop them in regards to pursuing you, okay? Expect to hear from them soon. We have the names Khalil, Reed, and Chance. Khalil, Reed, and Chance. Okay? Lisa Marie, I'm going to give you 60 seconds for you to explain your statement. Lisa Marie, I'm going to give you 60 seconds to explain your statement. 60 seconds. Lisa Marie. Our last tarot card, King of Pentacles. Okay? The name Renee. King of Pentacles, the name Renee. Okay? And a child molester. Okay? The name Renee and a child molester. The name Renee and a child molester. Okay? Child molester. Renee. Okay? Renee could be a child molester, first, middle, last name. Okay? First, middle, last name. And I'm getting someone, a male, their name could be Renee. Okay? There could be a male whose name is Renee, investigators. Okay? In different cultures, different names can be male or female or unisex. Okay? In different cultures, names can be male or female or unisex. Okay? In different cultures. So, Renee. Renee could be this child molester and be getting paid for it. Okay? Renee could be a child molester and be getting paid for it. Renee. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Skyfire. You're welcome. All right. We're going to go ahead and get ready to tie up this investigation reading. I am going to sum it up for us. For those of you who tuned in later, okay? I am going to summarize it, okay? Beauty spells, return to sender. Okay? Beauty spells, return to sender. Okay? Thank you for those of you who, I don't remember who you are because I did not record it in the mind, okay? But there were those of you who are giving me compliments, okay, in that regard. Thank you so much. But yeah, again, I don't know how to respond to those types of things. Government cover-ups, okay? Undercover government programs in every country. Undercover government programs in every country. Okay. While I get the cards together to summarize this psychic investigation reading, let me say thank you so much to the General Collective for tuning in, investigators, FBI, CIA, DEA. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is currently 1:51 in the morning in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, where I am. That is formerly Saigon. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. My name is NEHRU. All right. We're going to go ahead and summarize this psychic investigation reading. To all of the new listeners, we've had quite a few new listeners in this particular psychic investigation reading. We've had quite a few new listeners. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. A couple of things that we do have coming up that Divine is leading me to do as I get ready to sum up this psychic investigation reading is one, on Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, I will be doing a live cord cutting. Okay. So if you are interested in how to cut cords, you need to cut cords, you're feeling stuck, how do you get the X's out of your energy? How do you stop the sacral magic? How do you stop the root magic attacks? How do you stop the heart blockages? How do you stop the this? How do you stop the that? How do you free yourself? Okay? You might want to tune into that. Okay? And again, I know many of you have jobs and that sort of thing. Again, it will be live, but it will be available to you beyond 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time according to the U.S. If you need a reference, New York City is Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. So that is the time, 11 a.m. in New York City, that I will be doing this psychic investigation reading. That will be 11 p.m. my time. Okay? And The next thing is Divine is leading me to do my first class. Okay, that class will be focused on alchemy. Okay, so how to alchemize these sacral attacks. Okay, so not just cut the cords. Okay, but at some point, when you feel the sacral attacks, or when you feel the root chakra or crown attacks, like when you feel like your chakras are not activated, how can you turn these things on? But then beyond that, how can you alchemize them, turn water into wine? How can you alchemize these things? Okay, so that will be the very first spiritual class that I teach. That will be sometime this month. I am still getting things together as far as that's concerned. Okay, as far as basically a table of contents and how I want to do things in the order that Divine wants me to do them. Okay, so you can look forward to that this month in February. Okay, all right. And again, lastly, if you would like to have a private conversation with me, that is called an esoteric conversation. Okay, an esoteric conversation. If you would like to have an esoteric conversation, Lisa Marie. Not sure what's going on, Lisa Marie. Okay, not sure what's going on. Okay. If you would like to schedule that esoteric conversation with me, you can send me an email, and that information is in the description section of this video. Okay, so if you look at the description section of the video, you can time zones and things and get that scheduled. That is done via Zoom and via Zoom only. So if you do not have Zoom downloaded on your phone or your tablet or your computer, your laptop or whatever, you would need to download that app. Okay? So, Divine, thank you so much for the confirmations that have come out here. We have Russian cartel. Okay? We have Crenshaw, Kusal, Gretchen, and when I said Gretchen, I got Welch. To infinity and beyond is where you're meant to go, collective. Investigators, judges, celebrities of high vibrational energy. To infinity and beyond is where you're meant to go. Okay? Thank you so much. You have a great day as well. Enjoy. Thank you so much, Angel. Okay? The government is willing to kill you in order to silence you. Okay? What's up, Naja? Oh, baby, I'm just now seeing your green heart. I'm just now seeing your green heart. Divine brought you to my attention. I'm just now seeing your green heart. What's Oh, what was that? What was that? The phone just went crazy with some dinging, ringing when I said, "What's up, sunshine and sweetheart," to Naja. Wow. Wow. You are really loved, Naja. You are really loved by ooh-wee. Wow. 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 That phone never, my phone never makes that noise. Wow, Naja. Wow. Woo. All right. Divine, I did not see your message until just now at this very moment, and Divine brought it to me and the phone went off. Whoa, girl. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bilderberg Group, Secret Society. Okay? Follow your heart, baby. Okay? Follow your heart, Naja. Follow your heart. Okay? Ascended Master, Count Saint Germain. Man, whoa. Whoa. Divine sources enhancing your spiritual gifts at this time. Divine sources enhancing your spiritual gifts at this time. Issa, Yeshua, okay? That is another ascended master. Their name is not Jesus. They were not Latin. Their name is not Jesus. They were not Latin, okay? We have FBI, government agents are following you, protecting you. Some of you are, okay? Even if you don't know it, you have agents following you, protecting you now that they know you're telling the truth and you are the innocent one and not the prostitute, not the thief, not the drug dealer, not the drug addict. They know you're not the one importing illegal goods. Now that they know that, they are now watching you, okay? Protecting you behind the scenes. Raymond is behind this, or Ray, okay? Ramon, okay? Ray. Woody Harrison, okay? And this says Harrison, like Harrison Ford, Woody and Harrison, okay? Even though his name is Harrelson, okay? So there's something about a Ford, okay? Human resources, the name Henry. Oh yeah, what's up, Mo Queen? I hope you're doing well, okay? Slade, Sadie, and Sylvester, okay? Wow, that was crazy, Naja. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was electric right there. I wish I had the door open so I could, or the curtain open. I could have looked outside and see what was going on in the ethers in the sky. There had to be like some kind of spark or something in the sky because of that. That was something. That was something, right? So you can put anyone's name here that you want to, okay? Or that your divine ancestors give you, okay? Archangel Metatron is granting you access to your Akashic records, okay? Archangel Metatron is granting you access to your Akashic records, okay? I remind you that these Akashic records are written in Arabic, okay? So unless you understand Arabic, you might need to have a pen or pencil near you and a piece of paper to write down what you see, okay? Californication, something about California and fornication, okay? The name Sandra. Oh man, that was great. That was great. Thank you, Divine. Thank you to Naja's ancestors. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was great. Okay. Disappearing Act. Okay. Calvin, Kelsey, and Kingsley. Okay. Someone's on the run. Okay. Fugitive energy. Spanish speaker. Something about an island investigators. The Spanish speaker could have ran off to an island. Okay. We have Iceland and Ireland. Someone's Irish out here or someone's Icelandic. Connect to the Ascended Masters today. Oh. Oh, wow. I did not know that. Follow your heart. Woody is Matthew McConaughey's half-brother. Holy cow. I did not know that. Whoa. San Francisco, okay? And that was a great reminder of that song. If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear a flower in your hair. Someone reminded us of that song in the chat. That was a great reminder, right? San Francisco, someone's name has a San in it, S-A-N. Sanford. Desmond Wilson, just passed. Lamont from Sanford and Son, just passed. Just passed. In the 3D, Lamont from Sanford and Son, just passed. So someone's name has a San in it, okay? Or someone's name is Francisco, okay? We have Julian, Juliana, Gianna in Georgia, okay? We have Secret Society murdered her. So there's a female energy out here who was murdered by a secret society. I was going to say agent. So murdered by a secret society agent. Okay. Investigators. Freak accident. Okay. This is ancestral karma. Okay. Ancestors delivering karma. Freak accident. Yeah. Sanford and Son. Somebody's stuck in the matrix now. Okay. And they will have to come back and do their first works over again if they get that opportunity. Some of them won't. Like the warlock that came against me, he doesn't get another opportunity. Confirmation click. Hellbound forever. Hellbound forever. Forever. That one. Using your name and social security number. Someone's getting smoked like cheap cigars. Again, a cheap cigar is like a cigarette. It goes fast. It gets burned up fast. Fast. Patterson, Martise, and Peterson. Renee. Child molester. We have Khalil, Reed, and Chance. Lastly, we have witnesses. Life is in danger now. So someone's telling the truth and their life is in danger. They're being threatened by the coven, by the secret society, by the karmic police officer, by the karmic investigator, by the karmic judge, by the karmic attorney. Someone's life out here who is a witness is in danger. Okay? Thank you so much again, collective. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, thank you so much for following the guidance of your ancestors. And I don't say that for me. Thank you for following the guidance of your ancestors because there were confirmations out here for you. Okay? For those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much during this reading. Thank you so much. Okay? I appreciate you, and to all the upright investigators out there that are doing their job to bring about not just justice, but the truth. We want the truth. We want the truth. Not just justice, we want the truth. The truth is more important than justice. Justice follows the truth, not the other way around. Okay? My name is NEHRU. I am an extraterrestrial earth angel, a light worker, Gaia beacon, and descendant of Yeshua, Egyptian shamanic bloodline, born on the 333rd day of the year. I am a master builder 33. That is a master teacher. That is my sole purpose and focus for being here. Thank you so much, collective, and everyone for tuning in. As always, be encouraged.